Bombshell. Harry downs on his knee as Rishi Sunak intervenes to remove titles from royal family. There have been increasing calls for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to be stripped of their titles as the couple continues to take aim at the royal family. The bid to give Parliament the power to remove Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's titles hit an obstacle today as the Prime Minister was weighed into the row over the royal titles. Labour MP Rachel Muskell has put forward legislation which would give Parliament the power to strip members of the royal family of their titles. The bill is on its second reading in the House of Commons today. But today, the Prime Minister official spokesperson said Rishi Sunak does not support the bill. While the bill proposed by the MP of York was initially focused on stripping the Duke of York of his titles, there have since been calls for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to be stripped of theirs. This comes as Meghan and Harry continue to take aim at the royal family with the first half of their 6-part Netflix series being released yesterday. Conservative MP Bob Seeley said there is a political issue with Harry's comments, saying he plans to bring forward proposed legislation that could eventually see the couple stripped of their royal titles. He told PA there is a political issue, as well as trashing his family and monetizing his misery for the public consumption. He is also attacking some important institutions in the country. The Isle of Wight MP suggested he could bring forward a short private member bill in the new year that, if passed, would see MPs vote on a resolution that could give the Privacy Council the power to downgrade the couple's royal status. In the Duke and Duchess of Sussex documentary, Harry accused the royals of having a huge level of unconscious bias, while Meghan said the media wanted to destroy her. Employment Minister Guy Oberman called for a public boycott of Netflix, saying the couple are utterly irrelevant. He told BBC's Question Time, "I think they are clearly a very troubled couple," which I think anybody looking at them can say is a sad state of affairs. That having been said, I agree that they are utterly irrelevant to this country and progress of this country and the royal family that we all, I believe, support. He added, "I don't think it's a fundamental impact on the royal family. I certainly won't be watching it. I would urge everyone to boycott Netflix and make sure that we actually focus on things that matter." But he admitted that the extent of which the couple's lives were picked over by the media when they were living in the UK was unacceptable. Mr. Opperman said, "I don't think there is a legitimate question as to the media intrusion into some people's private lives. That is an ongoing debate, which quite clearly the degree of extent to which their lives are picked over is something that, when they were living here, was unacceptable." Miss Maskell, MP of York, introduced the removal of the title bill in June 2022. It would give the monarch new powers to remove titles or a committee of parliament to determine that the title should be taken away. She told Express.co.uk that the bill would allow the people of York to address their grievance with Prince Andrew having links to the city. The MP explained the bill gives powers to the monarch and to Parliament to remove a title, while having powers to hand down or hand out titles. There is an anomaly to remove such a title. Whether from members of the royal household or those that sit in the House of Lords, there may from time to time be a need to recognize that holding of a title is no longer appropriate. York's grievances is that it is taking the title of a geographical area